Our second referee is Mr. Jeffrey Barrientos, national referee. Let's call on the starting lineup of our Philippine Air Force Airmen. Let's start with their team captain wearing jersey number 17, starting center, Airman First Class Jesse Lopez. Middle blocker number 1, Airman Ralph Calasin. Outside spiker, Airman First Class number 7, Rodolfo Labrador. Opposite hitter number 9, Airman First Class Ruben Inaudito. Middle blocker number 13, Second Lieutenant Mike Abria. And outside spiker number 18, Airman First Class Edwin Tolentino. Their starting libero is Sergeant number 8, Renz Melgar. Head coach for the Airmen is Technical Sergeant Rafi Moswela. Calling on the starters of the Santa Rosa City Lions. Team captain wearing jersey number 9, outside spiker Harvey Quesada. Outside spiker number 1, Yoyong Mendoza. Starting center number 3, Echo Atahar. Middle blocker number 5, Andre Bakil. Opposite hitter number 6, Axel Book. Middle blocker number 7, Gab Magsino. And their starting libero is number 12, Kit Diferia. Head coach for the Lions is Mr. Edward John Lirio.
Okay, let's check the starting lineup. For the Airmen, there's a bit of a change. Ruben Inaudito, who did not play in the last game, will be in the starting lineup. Mike Abria will be coming off the bench. Abdilla, we mentioned 25 points. Labrador with 13 points. Tolentino with 16. 3 players in double digits for the Airmen. In the meantime, for City of Santa Rosa, it's the same starting 6. But it's going to be Keith Deferia, who did not play in their last game, the starting libero.
Yes.
As I believe their current starting libero is injured with an ankle sprain, according to Coach Edu Lirio.
Right, and you know what? Because of some interchange in schedule to give way to the national pool, seeing action in Taipei, yung game schedule ng mga teams are quite heavy in terms of load. And that's why coaches have also gone to different units to try and just make sure na yung load management ng mga players mabalasa. And of course, Rana Ratilla practices for the beach volleyball team that will see action in Southeast Asian Games. So, marahil pinipace. Pero maski off the bench naman, 20-25 pa rin si Rana Ratilla.
That's right. He's still teammates with Jaron Riquinton. Right?
Right. Another UAAP standout.
That's right.
Who used to play for the UST.
Meantime, Quesada with an attack error for the Lions. And it's a 2-0 start for the Airmen. Lopez is serving. Lopez just announced last year he retired from the national team. Quesada with the first point of the Lions.
Very important for the Lions of Santa Rosa to make sure that they keep in step. Veterano mga kalaban, wala pa si Abdilla sa loob. At pag ikaw ay naunahan, mahirap makabalik.
Quesada coming off a 5-point performance. Here's Lopez setting it up. And there's a point for Mike Abria.
In terms of blocking, ang Santa Rosa City Lions, I believe, is at number 11, dead last. And that's something that they have to do better. And not just rely on their floor defense to try and shut down and contain the offensive production. Lalong-lalo na the play at the net para dito sa Airmen.
Tolentino with a serve coming off a 16-point performance. So combination play, Quesada, back-to-back points.
5 points in their last match, as you mentioned, teammate. Itong si team captain, number 43 in scoring right now with 35 points accumulated in 6 matches played para dito kay team captain Quesada.
Oh, nice pass by Renz Melgar. There's a block against Labrador. There's a net touch though against the Lions.
But still, you like the effort coming from Magsino and Book. was trying to make sure that they are able to mark and likewise defend the sets or the passes of Jesse Lopez. 4-point lead for Air Force. Good start for the yellow shirts.
Oh, excellent pass by Yoyong Mendoza. And there's going to be a net touch this time against the Airmen.
Alam mo ba, bago yung pagkatapos ng net touch ni Calasin, may net touch din ng red shirts eh. So buti para sa Santa Rosa na unang mapituhan si Calasin. Kung hindi, tatlo na kanilang abante.
Lopez sets it up. Labrador is turned away. Oh, a beautiful set there for Adahar. But Inaudito with a huge kill.
You see the power. That defense was present against the open hitter.
Inaudito, former NU Bulldog, season 76 finals MVP.
Oo.
Right.
Dun sa opposite, di na nabantayan si Inaudito.
Oh! Walk, but that was kept alive. A push by Labrador. A little 1-2 play there from the Lions. Labrador will try again. Quezada keeping it alive, overpassed. And an easy put away for Labrador.
Very slow start for Santa Rosa. In their last match, they won the first set versus the Troopers, and that put pressure on the veteran unit of Army. Right now, with a relaxed start, they've fallen behind by 3, the biggest deficit right now against them here in the first set.
Well, the good thing going for both teams, actually, Coach Ronnie, is both teams are error prone. In their last game, they both had 33 errors. As Yoyong Mendoza sends it long. 33 errors in the 5-set loss. Sorry, in the 5-set win for the Lions.
33 for the Troopers in the 5-set loss.
That's right.
Mendoza sprays his first attempt, coming off an 18 of 43 performance.
Service error for Inaudito.
Parang isa-dalawang laro, wala itong si Inaudito.
Yep, did not play in the last game.
The bigger question right now is, will Run Abilia see action? Because I don't see him inside the game venue yet.
Lopez, good block against Calasin. Oh, easy kill. Excellent play for Jericho Adahar, the starting setter. Had 4 points in their last game. He's currently the #3 setter in the tournament.
Also had 1 service ace, meaning he had 2 attack points in their last win. Very important that you have a tall setter who can be also a scoring threat.
Labrador, and that's gone.
Apat ang puhunan na ibaba sa 2. Sumampa uli sa 3. And that's how we stand as we reach the first technical timeout.
Kailangan mga ang balik. Yung ano pala, pre, yung ganong simpleng bola, kaysa madaliin mo. Taas nyo na lang. Sabi natin yung address namin ito. Dance ball naman eh. Paano mo maraming siya? Diba? So dance ball, lagyan nyo address. Have fun! Have fun! Nice one! Have fun! Guys, have fun, guys! Nice one, guys!
Back at the Paco Arena for your 2023 Spikers Turf Open Conference. My name is Mika Abesamis, and at this point of the competition, ang main goal daw talaga nitong Air Force is just basically win whatever games they can. Kahit na nakailang linggo na since the start of the Spikers Turf, talagang they are still struggling sa pagiging kondisyon nila. They can't show 100% of their skills dahil hirap pa rin daw sila tumalon, and of course injuries here and there. And speaking of injuries, napag-usapan nyo kanina si Ran Abdilia, he will not be playing today due to twisting his knee sa kanyang national team practice. This is huge for them, but they will have Ben Inaudito, nakakatapos lang din ng kanyang sprain injury, and Labrador, who will try their best to make it work. And so far, nagagampanan naman nila ito. Eric, Coach Ronnie.
All right, thank you, Mika.
Maraming salamat, Mika.
Bad news for the Airmen as that serve is sent long for Magsino.
And in spite of the fact that wala si Ran Abdilia, the Santa Rosa City Lions can't seem to find the right groove, and it might spell trouble for them if this continues.
That's right.
All the way in this match.
A serve by Calasin, coming off a 7-point performance. Lopez back set. Inaudito cross court. De Feria sets it up. Oh, that's way off. Yoyong Mendoza is off sync to kick things off here in the opening set.
0 out of 2 start for Uriel, Yoyong Mendoza. That was telegraphed as Adahar pointed out kung kanino dapat pumunta yung libero in that underhand pass.
Calasin, former spiker out of DLSU, sends it into the net.
Second service error here for the Airmen. And majority of the points of Santa Rosa, I think, have come from
Errors.
the errors of Air Force.
That's right. Out of Bulacan, not really from Santa Rosa. He's from Trinitas College, Bulacan. Yoyong Mendoza serving. A little push there by Labrador. Bakil is turned away, or Baikil is turned away. Quezada, Inaudito keeping it alive. And that's good for Tolentino.
Double chance for the red shirts. Could not put that ball away. Tolentino with heavy hands puts that ball and kills that last attack. Look at this against the double block. Away from the double block, no problem for Tolentino.
16 points in his last game. Tolentino, 43% efficiency. Terrible set there from Adahar.
Down 5. The slow start has snowballed. Laban dito sa team na pinag-usapan ng attack percentage ay number 7 at 37%. Barely showing their teeth. And finally, was that Bakil? Escapes from the net defense ng Yellow Shirts who have been on point sa kanilang depensa laban dito sa City Lions. They needed that.
Coming off back-to-back double-digit performances. 13 in their last game, 12 versus Vanguard.
Kaya sila nakalusot ng dalawang sunod eh. Nagkaroon ng scoring balance. And even Montemayor is able to help them out. Talking about itong team ng City Lions. That's Kevin Montemayor, who usually comes off the bench. But just in their last match, fired a total of 11 points coming off the bench.
Another former Bulldog set to serve, Edwin Tolentino. Not a good pass. Chance ball for the Airmen. Lopez sets it up. A little combination play with Inaudito. Adahar to Quezada. Cross court is good.
I think that was a net touch. Dito pumupuntos ang Santa Rosa. Hindi sa attack points.
They're not really down by much. This is just a 4-point deficit.
And I believe that the pressure is on the side of the City Lions simply because kung titignan mo talaga, no, realistically, parang may hirapan na makaakit ang Philippine Air Force.
Airmen, that's right. Another net touch here against the Lions. I think it was Magsino who touched the net.
And just to review the team standings, Air Force is in the 10th spot right now. And a loss here today will virtually eliminate them from the semis. To be realistic about it, Santa Rosa right now is at 2-4. Manalo rito, akit ito sa pang-6, pang-7. Pero matalo sila rito, isasama sila ng Air Force sa pingit, o sa kamunoy, o sa abyss na tinatawag sa dulo.
Both teams with so many errors here in the opening set. Another net touch, this time from the Airmen. Labrador, Quezada picking it up. Adahar will set it. Here comes Yoyong Mendoza. A lot of activity. Inaudito. Another net touch.
Errors. Net touch. Service errors. Attack errors. Everything has fallen out of the game plan that they drew up.
In the meantime, another substitution here for Coach Edu Lirio as Lyric Mendoza checks in. Had 2 points in their last game, number 22. Adahar to Mendoza, gets it through. First touch for Lyric Mendoza.
Kapatid ba ni Yoyong ito?
Yep.
They need a spark. They need to change the energy flow right now that we are seeing from them. Dahil yung mga veterano ang mas mabilis kumilos dito sa ating unang set.
Good serve. Picked up by Melgar. Nice block against Labrador.
That's a familiar name for our volleyball fans, Melgar,
Yep.
of course.
From Adamson. De Feria sends it over underhand. Chance ball here for the Airmen. Good anticipation by Lyric Mendoza at the net. Here comes Yoyong. Doesn't like it. Sends it underhand. Another chance ball for the Airmen. Labrador blocked. Alasin picking it up. Lopez back to
Nice.
Labrador. Much better rally here. And execution for both teams. Mendoza. And that hit the stanchion. You know, Dito tried to save it.
Believe it or not, that is the first point coming from Yoyong Mendoza. And Young Mendoza brings them 1 point closer, lead down to 3 from a high of 6.
A very slow start for Santa Rosa City Lions, who came through traffic on SLEX. I was talking to Coach Lirio and terrible traffic along
Grabe,
SLEX.
no, for a holiday. Nagulat
They
ako
were
eh.
almost late, actually.
Nagulat ako sa sikip.
Adahar sets it up. Oh, Yoyong Mendoza with an open block. Lyric to Yoyong. Yes, finds the open spot. Back-to-back points, Coach Ronnie, for Mendoza.
Even in an out-of-system play, Mendoza is able to score. For the record, Air Force with 5 errors total. 5 of the 13 points ng City Lions galing. Wow, sa Air Force. Pero para naman sa Air Force, 7 ang niregalo ng Santa Rosa. Almost half of those total 15-point output.
Labrador. A much better defensive pattern here for Quezada and the Lions. As goes to Labrador. Lopez has gone almost exclusively to Labrador, and it's been predicted by the defense already of the Lions. And this is 4 unanswered points, Coach Ronnie, for the Red Shirts.
There's some adjustment by Coach Lirio in his roster. And they have responded. Better defense for them. Staying away from attack errors as well.
Over received. Ooh, Yoyong Mendoza had the right idea, just overcooked it. And it's a 2-point ball game. 16-14 Airmen over the Lions opening set.
Binibigyan nyo ng kumpiyansa eh. Ayaw na ng mga yan. Eh kung bibigyan nyo ng kumpiyansa, tayo mahihirapan. Tignan nyo, dumikit sila ng dumikit sa atin, oh.
Pre,
Mga error natin, oh. Ayusin natin yung error.
Bumabalik sa atin eh. Kunukuha naman natin na maayos na chance ball. I-address naman natin sa 1 at saka sa 2. Sundin natin yung ginagawa natin sa practice at saka yung ina-advise. Para tayo makaka-play. Hindi kasi pwedeng receive lang. Kailangan may 1-2 tayo para alam ng setter. O dito, 1-1-1. Dito nyo dalhin para may play tayo. Then pagpapalo tayo, talagang paluin talaga natin. Hindi pwede yung gaganong-ganon lang natin.
Kasi ano,
Sayang eh, sayang.
galing sa depensa na check.
All you heard, Coach Jim Mirza talking to the boys. Obviously very worried about their situation. Having a 6-point advantage. It got cut down to 1. But the error by Mendoza gives them a slim 2-point cushion. So the serve now, Rodolfo Labrador. Oh, beautiful set, but a perfect block there by Edwin Tolentino. A little tongue out action as well after the block.
And that is how important at that point earlier before the second technical timeout. Kasi tabla pa dapat yun eh.
Good pass. Yoyong Mendoza, ooh, just way above the blockers.
Redeems himself after a previous attack error. That could have been a free point, third point para dito kay Yoyong Mendoza. More or less. Mendoza. 2 points pa lang. Para sa nasa top 10.
Yep.
Sa ating leading scorers with 70 points.
That is wide for Labrador. Now, without Randa Navilla, Coach Ronnie, it is a lot more predictable, the offense of the Airmen.
Yes and no. Yes, because syempre, malaking kawalan yung isa sa pinakamahusay na wing spiker. No, because si Jesse Lopez ang bahalang magpaikot sa kanyang ball distribution.
Let's see. As Tolentino attacking. Yoyong Mendoza knocks it in. That's going to be point number 3.
Down 6, now tied.
Here we go. Lions are coming alive. This is a team composed, they may be based in Santa Rosa and obviously an LGU run team, but about 80%, only 80% are from Santa Rosa. The others are from various other cities. As Tolentino knocks one in, giving the lead right back to the Airmen. And Coach Ronnie, one of the sponsors ng Santa Rosa City is Alden Richards.
Yes, yes, yes.
Who is from Santa Rosa.
Yeah, saka marami siyang mga negosyo doon, alam ko. Ikaw, taga doon ka.
Yes, mga kababayan to. As you see a point scored by the Airmen here.
Up and down so far para sa City Lions. Error count will matter a lot. When take a look at the notes after this first set. 2.8 for the Airmen after the score was pegged at 17 apiece.
Adahar sets it up. They go to Yoyong Mendoza. Inaudito. Lopez. That's Labrador again attacking. Mendoza scores. And it's a one-point game.
Excellent play coming from the playmaker para dito sa City Lions. Break ball, broken play. Who do you go to? Bigay mo kay Yoyong Mendoza, and Mendoza delivers against a triple block. Lead down to 1, Airmen.
Nice serve. Inaudito with the receive. Tolentino with the push. Coverage by Yoyong Mendoza. Quick by Bakil. Lopez underhand set. They go to Tolentino with a dump. Kept alive. Nice play by Adahar. Redirecting the ball and tying the game at 19.
This is a very promising playmaker with that height and his skill. The upside in his game is way up there.
5'10", Coach Ronnie.
Oo, saka kumpiyansa lang talaga. Saka scoring threat talaga to eh. Parang ang na-cover ko sa kanila yung game sa Vanguard. Galing din niya ron.
Tolentino rejected. And the block by Adahar, the center as well, to give the Lions the lead for the first time in the opening set.
Scoring, playmaking, defending. A two-way player, to be precise. Reading this pass, giving his team their first lead.
That's right.
For the first time in this set.
And this is a block from the team that's dead last in blocking.
Yes. Pero pag hindi ka dumipensa at hindi lumabas yan, mahirapan ka manalo talaga. Maski sinong kalaban mo.
Another block at the net. Oh, back-to-back defensive plays. That was Bakil this time, and it's a 2-point cushion for the Lions. And Coach Mirza will call a timeout. We'll listen in.
Pre, ang nagiging problema natin, pre, may receive naman tayo eh. Yung atake natin. Kailangan, pre, pag binigyan kayo ng set, panindigan nyo talaga, paluin nyo na. Kasi may papasok nyo lang, ano nyo lang, gawin natin ng paraan. Pre, ulitin-ulit, may pasa. Receive. Pag binigyan kayo, ilayo mo lang, pre. Receive nyo rito para malayo yung para malayo yung atake natin.
Well, in as much as Santa Rosa is dead last in blocking, they have one player in the top 10, and that is Gabriel Jeff Magsino.
That's right.
Was accounted for 12 kill blocks heading to this match. So, together with Bakil, and of course, ang kanilang maayos na setter na si Adahar. Yan yung mga bala nila para dumipensa. Adahar, incidentally, that's Jericho, is third-ranked setter.
Third best setter.
In terms of the 10 best setters right now in the competition.
Yoyong Mendoza continues to serve very well. That's an over-receive. Quesada unable to put it away. No, that's going to be 4 touches.
Look at the reaction of Coach Lirio. Could have been 20-19 instead. Air Force, nabuhayan.
Jesse Lopez, former Tamarao. Oh, a bad pass. And that's a violation for Henry Bakil. And now the game is tied. 2 straight points off 2 errors for the Lions.
Just when you think that the red shirts will pull this set away from under the rug ng Airmen, suddenly the Airmen stabilizes. Turbulence has been taken care of. Tied at 21.
Adahar. Beautiful set for Bakil. And Bakil makes up for the error. Gives the Lions a 1-point lead.
Very good first ball.
Yeah.
Because Lopez, tinarget lahat sila sa kanilang reception. But the libero was up to task, so to speak.
Inaudito finds the opening at the back.
Tight at 22. Long ball coming from Inaudito. At least 3 points for Inaudito in this comeback match after sitting out at least 2 games.
Paolo Ancheta comes in, former Bulldog.
Ito, flamboyant setter ito. Masayahin maglaro ito.
Adahar sets it. And again, the quicks. That's what Adahar's taking advantage of.
Well, that's a tempo 0 play. You can only do that with a very good reception. And Young Mendoza was 11 of 24 the last time that they won. That's almost 50% efficiency sa first ball. As Baldos, I believe he's the alternate setter, comes in as the designated server.
Baldos did not score in their last game. Came off the bench in the 5th set against Army. Good serve. Gets an ace, and it's a 2-set-point advantage for the Lions.
A good first ball leading to that quick play on a 0-tempo hit. And just like that, Baldos moves them to 2-set points after being down by as many as 6 points. Sabi ni Coach Lerio kanina, ayaw na ng mga kalaban. Out na sila eh.
Another good serve. And an ace. Back-to-back aces.
Look at Baldos celebrate.
Baldos.
And Young Mendoza, and they are able to escape and get out of harm's way as the Airmen were decisive and intent on winning this previous set. Sabi kong previous dahil yung off-the-bench players ng red shirt sinigurado na hindi papaltos, hindi makukuha itong set na to laban sa kanila.
Back here inside the Paco Arena Events and Sports Center on a holiday Friday. First game of your Friday doubleheader. Right now, the Air Force Airmen struggling after leading by as many as 6 points. They got the rug taken out from under them. Lions come from behind win. and snatch it, winning in the first set, 25-22. We'll take a look at some of the stats here, but both teams with their fair share of errors. It took a while for the Santa Rosa City Lions to come alive, but when they did, there was no looking back. Two big aces in the end by Jason Baldos gave the Lions the advantage in the end. Take a look at the numbers here. +4 in terms of errors for the Lions. Nevertheless, they made up for it with the aces. The two aces were huge down the stretch. And despite not passing, not receiving very well, they still had the edge in terms of attacks. Excellent turnaround by Coach Edu Lirio and his boys. As you look at Dito and the rest of the airmen, Dito 3 points. But the yellow shirts are led by Labradors 4. Mendoza leads the way. Yoyo Mendoza, who is the leading scorer for the Lions, has 5 points. There's a kill by Arnie Bakil.
Right. A good start is something that they will try to impose laban sa Airmen, as the Airmen let that first set slip away from their hands. After being on top by as much as 6, 2 straight points for the red shirts. Tignan mo ha, sabi mo, binasa mo na to kanina Rick. 15-11 attack points. Opponents error Santa Rosa, 9. Army only had 5, but eventually the attack points of Santa Rosa show the kind of offense that they can muster against the Airmen.
Wow, Dito and Tolentino back-to-back attack errors, and not a good start for the Airmen.
Actually, Rick, I think that point went to the Air Force.
Air Force.
I thought that ball dropped in. Ayan, no? Could have been a 3-0 start for Santa Rosa. Instead, it's just a 1-point deficit facing the Air Force.
So Tolentino serving now 1-2 here in the second set. Adahar.
Good coverage.
No second touch for the Lions as the game is tied. 2 straight points by the Airmen.
Well, I thought that Bo could have kept that ball up because he was right there. Instead, he blocked the way of Adahar, and Adahar could not get to that second ball. 2 straight points para dito sa Air Force.
Block goes outside of Labrador.
Labrador was right there, but Bakel finally delivers a point para dito sa team ng Santa Rosa City Lions. Bakel coming off a 13-point game, 13 of 27 in terms of attack points.
And prior to that, he had 12 points against Vanguard.
Not bad. 25 in the last 2 matches.
That's right, but Dito gets it right back for the Airmen.
Number 8 in terms of attack percentage at 35%, talking about Air Force. Number 4 receiving team. Number 7 naman ang Santa Rosa City Lions.
Quezada, underhand pass. Free ball for the Airmen. Labrador. That's picked up by Mendoza. Adahar sets it. And off the block, Quezada will score.
5 points in their last win, 3 points in the first set. Quezada had several crucial errors in the first set. But he's the captain, and the captain says the captain will do, because the captain walks the talk, and that's Harvey Quezada.
4 points for Quezada already. He's coming off a 5-point performance. Combination play. Labrador knocks it in.
Through the block. Finding the opening against the double block against the 2 tallest players. Si Book at si Magsino is number 10 in terms of blocking throughout the competition.
Short serve from Dito. And that's
sayang naman yun para kay Labrador.
Labrador.
Nakaka-hip na tayo siya.
It bounced off yung light natin dito, and it's moving around a little bit.
Oo, buti hindi tinamaan yung bulb.
Ano? Bulb, that's right. A 1-point lead. Book serving 5-4, second set. Labrador kept alive. Oh, beautiful set there by Adahar. Adahar will attack
I
and
like
get it
that.
off the block
I
of
like that.
Labrador.
Adahar to Magsino. Check. Magsino to Adahar. 2 points for Adahar. Big performance for Adahar against one of the best setters in the history of Philippine volleyball in Jesse Lopez.
4 points already for the young Adahar.
Minsan gaganahan ka talaga pag si Jesse ang kalaro mo. di ba?
Yep. That's a service ace. Nobody manning the corner. Tolentino let it go and Book with a point.
A 15-point game for Axel Van Book. Also had 4 kill blocks. Magsino had 5.
Yep.
And they had 12 versus the Philippine Army Troopers.
Labrador. That's kept alive, but it's not coming back. Mendoza touched it last for the Lions. Rodolfo Labrador. Back-to-back double-digit performance for the Airmen, 13 and 11. There's a net touch. And going to be called against Gab Magsino. One-point game. Sometimes having long arms backfires on you.
Really? Di natin alam yan kasi,
Yeah, that set was not good for Quezada. Double contact.
yung mga unforced errors na yan, eventually they will learn. They had 9
In the first set. Meanwhile, only 5 unforced errors for the Airmen.
Could have been disastrous for them. Kung mas dumami pa yon, di ba?
After rallying to tie the game, Labrador with a service error. The lead right back to the Lions, 8-7 in the second set.
Di ba iyo? Tapos aanuhin mo yung sarili mo. Kasi bakit? Nakikita ng mga kasama mo eh. Baka yung mga kasama mo madamay pa eh. Di ba? Dapat ano mo, laban! Di ba pwedeng ano? Laban! Laban! Malayo na tayo. Ang layo, tinan nyo, ang layo ng score natin. No? Error na naman natin. Hindi na naman tayo.
Go tapos tayo.
Back at the Paco Arena for your 2023 Spiker Surf Open Conference. My name is Mika Abesamis, and going against an experienced team like Air Force, Coach Edo Lirio reminded the boys that they can actually learn a lot from this match. He is aware that they are in the slow process of one day getting to the podium finish. No matter what skills they have, it is really inexperience that they are mostly suffering from. But today, he asked the boys for a favor. Nakwento niya sa akin that when he was still playing for Perpetual in college, hindi daw siya manalo-nalo sa then FEU team composed of Labrador, Avila, and De Ocampo, who are all part of this Air Force lineup. Kaya sabi niya, sige na, ibalaton niyo na to sa akin. Let's see how the boys will respond. Eric, Coach Ronnie.
All right, thank you,
Parang
Mika.
di ako sanay si Mika nagsasabing ibalato. Yeah.
And the former coach of Coach Lirio is Oti Kamangyan.
Yes.
From when he was playing with the University of Perpetual Health.
Nakakatrabaho natin parati.
Of course. In the
3-point
meantime,
lead is the biggest para sa Santa Rosa without Ranran Abdilia. And that's one leg of the tripod in terms of offense para dito sa Airmen missing. But we hope that he will be back in action as soon as possible dahil pambato natin yan sa Southeast Asian Games sa beach volleyball.
Adahar with a 1-2 play. Melgar sets it up for Tolentino and sends it into the net. Got bothered because Melgar was in his landing area.
Could not clear. There was an obstacle in front of was that Tolentino?
Yep.
And it proved to be costly for the Philippine Air Force.
You can see that here. Melgar was in the way of Tolentino's attack. That's way outside. Magsino struggling today after a 13-point performance.
Still is a positive presence in terms of net defense for them. Kasi kanina agresibo yung Philippine Air Force, di ba?
Only 1 point for Magsino so far. Kalasin with a serve. Adahar sets it. Ooh! Beautiful kill there for Yo-Yo Mendoza. My goodness.
Had a chance to watch one of their features as a family. Lahat sila naglalaro. Yung mother niya, mahusay naman lalaro. And joyful to watch the story behind our student athletes and our one student na mga athletes.
Great pass. Back row, Labrador. That's dug up by Teferia. Adahar sets it. They go to Quezada. Picked up by Labrador. Tolentino outside.
Looking for a check.
He gets it, I think.
It's a block touch.
Although our first referee, Ryan Corpus, will confer.
They will challenge it.
The line's judges.
Tinawag dito sa bandang yellow shirts pero sa ganang nakapula.
Alright, so
Sabi,
everybody,
wala, di ba?
even the second referee is there, Jeffrey Barrientos. Okay, so let's check the official call. There is no challenge yet. All right, so the call is overturned. There was a block touch.
Still no challenge on the part of Coach Edu. Hindi challenge, huh?
Yeah. All right, Santa Rosa leading by 3 here. Adahar sets it. Solid. One-man block by Tolentino. Teferia trying to keep it alive. Unsuccessful.
They gave up 2 straight. Lay down to 2 from high of 4. Basta si Jesse Lopez ang nasa service line, that's a scoring threat. With the first line of offense up on his sleeve.
Good pass. Adahar sets it. Quezada rejected. Play continues. Airmen are complaining. That's going to be outside.
That's good para sa red shirts. You cannot be intimidated. You have to play the next point.
There's going to be, I think, a challenge. Are they gonna, yeah, I think they're going to challenge.
Ito nag-challenge sila Coach Edu kanina, hindi.
They're saying there was a block touch. There is no block touch. Because the officials considered the exchange na may block touch. Kaya hindi tinawagan ng 4 touches ng Santa Rosa. So, we'll see. All right, technical committee right now, they are still conferring. If there's no block touch, that is what the airmen are saying. They did not block the attack by Quezada. Because the first referee, Ryan Corpus, let it go. Considering that he would consider there was a block touch.
It's clear as day that there was.
There was. But wait a minute. I think they're saying they're looking at a. Are they saying they're looking at a different play? They're saying that's not the play. Yeah, they're saying that that's not the play. Because this ball is pretty high. I think this is not the one. This is the Quezada attack. All right, so they're still looking for the play. Apparently they can't challenge. All right, well, they can't go back that far. All right. Okay. I'm hearing from the officials. I don't know if you can hear it to our microphone, but the officials are saying you can only challenge the most recent action, not several sequences after. But the coaching staff are saying they were pressing the buzzer, but no sound was coming out. All right, so you see Coach Mirza and Coach Mosuela again speaking. They're right in front of us talking to the challenge committee.
That's a technical group helping out the review and then making the final decision.
Okay, and they're saying it should have been 4 touches. As you can see, Coach Mirza motioning 4. He was saying there were already 4 touches. by the Lions. And now even Coach Lirio is talking to Coach Mirza about the recent play. Coach Mirza is Coach Lirio is a former setter. Yeah. Okay. And again, we'll just summarize it for everyone. I mean,
it's as simple
it was
as this.
a little late.
When the play happens, you have to challenge right away and not wait for the point to be awarded or not.
Because the only play that can review is the most recent sequence.
Right.
They can't go back several shots
and we are
after.
also learning ourselves because the challenge system is quite new. It is a spiker's turf.
Okay. So the point has to be 13-10 if I'm not mistaken.
Baka kaya hindi na rin nag-challenge kanina sila Coach Edu eh,
because it was several sequences after. The last shot was outside from the airman. So yeah, it's 13-10 already.
Yes.
Okay, there you go.
Good job, Rick.
It took a while.
Nawala yung focus ko ron kasi nga tinitignan ko kung ano yung nangyari. At bakit hindi mahugot yung last play. Kasi pala, hindi yun yung last play.
That's right. A good pass there from Inaudito. That hit the Inaudito off the net cord. There's a block against Quezada.
It was clearly not over. Quezada continues to struggle in Montemayor. Was always ready when his number is called. And I call him the microwave. Kasi laging mainit. Ito pagpasok pa lang eh.
Mark Montemayor, former San Beda Red Lion.
From San Beda University.
11 points in their last game, 16 points versus Vanguard. So back-to-back double-digit scoring for Mark Montemayor. Adahar sets it. Oh, beautiful kill there for Bok.
Did you see the preparation and the follow-through?
Wow.
I was talking about Montemayor earlier, who had 11 points off the bench. Montemayor in this competition, hanapin natin kanyang total production.
A good pass there from Labrador. One-handed set. Abria will send it over. And there's a block against Book by Labrador.
How good is Montemayor? He is an off-the-bench player. But I believe Montemayor is number 15 in scoring with 63 points in 6 matches. Katulad nitong si Balbuena ng Signal, laging handa at laging may ambag ng mga importanteng puntos.
Montemayor, there you go. It's wide though.
Sayang naman yung segue ko, Kevin. From a high of 4 lead, it's down to 1 for Santa Rosa. On that first miss coming from Kevin Montemayor, the former Bedan. Now ay Lion. Pwede, kasi San Beda Red Lions eh.
Oo nga no.
Aba.
Kaya hindi umalis.
Oh,
Nakapula din.
Aba, ha? That's a poor reception.
And a service ace for Mike Abria out of Cebu.
And at times, lumalabas talaga yung pagiging bata nila, di ba? The youngest team, I believe, in the competition.
I wouldn't be surprised. 14 all. A good run here by the Airmen. A push. Ball kept alive by Lopez. They go to Labrador off a high set. De Feria with the dig. Montemayor sends it. Abria with a dig. Labrador. There is
double contact.
Double contact, was it? Yep.
Silaw daw si Jesse.
A rare miscue for one of the best setters. A setter they call Golden Hands, Jesse Lopez.
There's no doubt. No doubt at all. Walang pasma. Velvet touch.
Ooh! Sayang yung build-up mo kay Montemayor, Coach. You have back-to-back errors.
Meron yan. Meron yan. Numbers will tell us.
Yeah. Well, that's 60 points, Coach, you know?
60
in last 5 games. That's more than 10 points per game if my math is good.
12.
Yun ang magandang math.
12 kada laro.
Na-compute agad.
54 attack points, 3 blocks, 6 service aces for 63 points. That's an off-the-bench player para sa City Lions.
natin yung kilos natin. O, di ba, hindi kailangan nakatayo lang pag nagre-receive. Kailangan, eager ka na kunin mo yung bola. Nakababa, eager. Di ba? Hindi ba pwede nakatayo ka lang na gano'n? Di ba? Puso naman yan eh. Boys kung matatag kayo, kayang-kaya naman eh. Di ba parang ayaw nyo naman, laban tayo. Di ba, huwag nyo pahirapan sarili nyo. Ayun na naman ang puntos na yan. Go tayo, layo tayo. Owa, let's go, let's go.
Hey, say heads up to Taraso!
Back inside the Paco Arena Events and Sports Center in City of Manila on a holiday Friday. Hello everybody, Eric Philippine alongside Coach Ronnie Magsama.
Present.
Mika Abisamis giving you the game. First game of our Friday doubleheader. And the Lions so far controlling set number 2. They have never given up the lead. Labrador is rejected.
Wow.
Oh, what
That's
a
a
block.
good play by Adahar once
Adahar
again.
again, Coach Ronnie.
Reading that set coming from Lopez as that was an over reception on the part of the yellow shirts. Wala na magawa si Jesse kundi ibalik. And Adahar was there to ambush that last play for a 2-point lead para sa City Lions. How good is Montemayor? He's the second leading scorer para sa Santa Rosa with limited playing time.
Good save by Inaudito. Here comes Labrador. That's dug up by Montemayor. What a delivery! Adahar with a beautiful play, sending it to Marcino for the kill.
You like what the players have done para sa City Lions after that second technical timeout. Merong mga paalala si Coach Eduliro sa kanila and they took it to heart.
That's 2 straight points here for the Lions. Labrador. Deferia unable to keep it alive.
Labrador scores. Labrador in set 1 para dito sa Air Force. 4 points. Now with a total of 9 points. Aba, leading scorer without run Abdilla. Abdilla's about 20 a game at least.
Adahar. Mendoza. What a save by Inaudito. Chance ball. Oh. Mendoza against a double block. Yes!
Better effort on the second touch for young Mendoza. Scored his first point midway in the first set. Yet, he still was the leading scorer after set 1. Para sa kanila. Eclipsing the 4 of Bakil and the 3 points of Adahar plus Quezada. So the setter is among the leading scorers para sa red shirts.
Tolentino. Easy pick up there. Mendoza doesn't like it. Sends it over underhand. Chance ball airman. Tolentino again. Yes!
Good transition play by Tolentino. Talking about young Mendoza, kasamang Eric, 9 attack points, 7 excellent receptions, 4 excellent digs so far. That's a two-way player.
In their last game, 8 digs, 11 receptions.
Almost a triple-double output para kay Young.
Mendoza. And speaking of Mendoza, there he is. Calasin picking it up. And Tolentino, back-to-back points.
Down 3 at 19-16. Yellow shirts fighting back 2 attack points in the last 2 plays. Threatening once again the City Lions.
We haven't seen Petros de Ocampo. He's in the lineup, but he has not seen action. A former 2-time UAAP best setter from FEU. Ooh, that is wide for Bakil.
What goes up has come down. 3-point lead. Tied at 19.
And these are mostly errors, Coach Ronnie, of the Lions.
Although may dalawang attack errors na kinuha. Attack points kanina na kinuha ang yellow shirts.
Adahar sets it. They go to Mendoza and gets it back for the Lions.
Make no mistake about it. Adahar will keep going to young Mendoza to finish off the set 2 or the second set unless Bakil scores as the middle hitter for them. Yan ang pupuntahan. As Kevin Montemayor so far has not helped out the offense ng red shirts.
Abria ties the game at 20, and it seems like deja vu is Both teams, again, exchanging points late in the set, just like what happened in the first.
Mike Abria had 1 service ace in their previous match.
Here's Montemayor. Fires one in. There you go, Coach Ronnie.
Abria scored 5 points last time. Montemayor had 11. Montemayor scores his first point after 2 attack errors, or rather 1 attack error and 1 service error. So open pa rin ang bigay nitong si Adahar. Nasa likuran na si Young Mendoza.
21 serving 20, set number 2. Tolentino will set it for Inaudito. That dig is no good for De Feria. The game is tied again.
Again, pag walang magbablock, mahirap. Lulusot at lulusot. Saka lang sa floor defense, mahirap. Kasi heavy hitters ang Air Force.
Another close finish here in the second set. Airmen coming off a 3-game losing streak. In the meantime, Lions 2-game winning streak. Montemayor back-to-back points. Santa Rosa up by 1.
This time Adahar goes to the opposite. Good first ball for the red shirts. Montemayor finding his scoring rhythm as Baldos will try to replicate his first game heroics wherein he scored 2 late service aces to rescue the City Lions.
Nice serve, but a better receive from Tolentino. Here comes Labrador. That's gone. Labrador ties the game at 22. A timeout here for Coach Edu Lirio. We'll listen in.
Ayos na lang tayo, mga movements natin, no? Kasi bakit? Hindi kasi gumagalaw. Moving forward, much easy yon, di ba? Di naman kayo gumagalaw patalikod, eh. Di ba? Moving forward kasi kayo yung lalapit sa bola. Ang nangyayari kasi parang ayaw nyo kunin, eh. Di ba? Maging eager tayo, more effort sa paggalaw. Di ba? Kasi parang nakalakad lang. Hindi pa pwedeng ganun. Maliwanag? Ayos pa. Kunin nyo tong set na to. Let's go.
Coach Edu Lirio, currently a sports science professor for National University Calamba.
Ay, alam ko kung saan yon. Nakapag-train na kami ron.
Yeah, it's a beautiful venue.
Ganda. We had a bubble training there for about 1 week, and then the next time was about 2 weeks. Top class.
Currently, wala pa daw, according to Coach Lirio, wala pa daw sports program ang NU Calamba. As Ancheta sends it outside, service specialist sends it long.
When they draw up one, they have a top-class facility waiting in the wings for them to utilize. Pati yung tirahan, ganda.
Montemayor serving. Santa Rosa up by 1. Nice receive by Melgar. Combination play and a kill by Inaudito.
Coach Lirio telling his players to move better. Defensive patterns are always essential, not just the offensive plays that they have called and have been successful with.
23 all. Another set going down the wire, but back-to-back service errors for the Airmen. And it's set point Lions 24-23.
Both teams lapsing into a series of errors late here in the second set.
Axel Book, 20 years old, serving. Kneeling set for Lopez. Easy pickup there for Mendoza. Mendoza will get it back against a triple block. Labrador. Oh, what a rejection! Magsino puts it away.
Number 10 in blocks. Number 1 sa puso ni Coach Edu Lirio dahil kumabog-kabog. Pero nalo rin ng Santa Rosa itong second set. Hard-fought second set. 2 sets up versus the Airmen.
Welcome back to the Baco Arena Events and Sports Center as you see this 2-0 advantage by the Lions against the Airmen. We'll take a look at the highlights. It was another nip-and-tuck affair all the way to the end. Errors this time did the Airmen in, especially the 2 service errors, Coach Ronnie, in the end.
Well, the difference is in the first set, it was a very slow start by Santa Rosa as the Air Force or Airmen led by as much as 6, and eventually they ran out of steam, committing some reception errors in that end part of the initial set. Eventually, they lost that 25-22. Meanwhile, the previous second set, lamang ng maaga Santa Rosa, 4-5. But youthful mistakes came into play, and eventually it was tied still at 22-all. 23-all. Diba? Pero eventually, ito, Baldos once again helping out the team of the Airmen. And then eventually, in that final point, it was Young Mendoza who put it away. But don't forget, don't overlook Kevin Montemayor.
2 points.
2 critical points.
And then the block by Maxino,
Yes,
obviously, in the end against
finish
Labrador.
off. That offensive block. I'm sorry, I stand corrected. Puntos ni Young Mendoza para sa point number 24, and then that kill block. After the score was tied 23, 24-23, lumamang ang red shirts, and then Maxino with that final point of that offensive block to close the deal and seal that second set para dito sa team ng Santa Rosa.
All right, so Jesse Lopez and company now in with their backs against the wall. They need to win this to keep their hopes alive.
And right now, Young Mendoza with 10 points. Scoring duel with Labrador was 9. Inaudito has 8. Tolentino with 8. Picking up the slack left by Ranran Abdilia. We may highlight it to start the coverage. 94 points, 107 points rather in 5 games. 50 points in the first 3 games, 50 points in the last 2 matches.
Yes, 25 and 25.
Oh, yes. And they're missing that today.
In case you're wondering what happened to Abdilia, he twisted his knee. According to Mika Abisami's reported earlier, he twisted his knee while practicing for the national team because he is part of the national team playing beach volleyball. Partnered with Jaron Reginton.
Na nag-bronze medal na dun sa previous edition ng Southeast Asian Games.
And they won gold as well. Australia Beach Volleyball Tournament just a couple of years ago. Adahar.
Lucky break para kay Bakil. That ball clipped the net, almost dropped wide. Instead, he scores the first point para dito sa Santa Rosa. Adahar able to activate his middle hitter.
6 points already for Adahar.
Galing.
Coming off a 4-point performance.
Nabuhay yung kumpiyansa rin. 2 sunod na panalo.
After 3 straight losses. And Labrador nowhere to go. They go back to Labrador. Finally knocks it in.
Excellent play coming from Jesse Lopez. When he saw that the isolated player was open at the open, doon na niya binigay. Kasi wina-wiper siya nitong si Bakil at ni Adahar. Able to isolate his wing spiker for a 1-point lead.
Abria with a serve. Quezada. That's dug up by Tolentino. They go back to Labrador. And Mendoza unable to keep it alive.
Quezada had his chance. Could not score. Instead, they fall behind by 2 points here in the third set.
And if your coach Mirza, this is the kind of start you want. 3-1 versus the Lions. Good pass by Mendoza. Combination play. Book puts it away.
Book, Bakil, Maxino, very promising players.
Yeah. Very young players too, coach. Huh?
Yes, and they will be much better pretty soon. It has shown by their numbers and by the more confidence that we can deduce from the way that they conduct themselves inside the playing court.
Service wide though for Bakil. Very talented Bakil. Back-to-back double-digit scoring output for the Lions. 13 and 12 respectively. De Feria with the pass. A little 1-2 play there for Adahar. Didn't work. That's right. Outside.
They dodged a bullet on that last miss. That was Labrador, the leading scorer, with that attack error. Yes, played well here today, talking about Labrador.
He has 9 already. Make that maybe 10. He gets one right there. Could be 11 points already in my unofficial count.
Labrador in their last game at 13 points. Third leading scorer behind the 25 of Ranran Abdilia and the 16 of Edwin Tolentino.
And he's also coming off back-to-back double-digit performance, 11 against VNS prior to his 13-point output.
Oh,
That's dug up by Tolentino. Jesse Lopez attacks and scores.
hindi mo talaga pwedeng laruin kasi veterano itong mga to.
Yep.
First point for Jesse Lopez. 3-point lead for the Airmen. Biggest lead para sa kanila here in the third.
Lopez coming off a 2-point performance, 22 excellent sets in that 4-set loss against Navy.
That was a match that lasted, I believe, for almost 2 hours. Samantalang ang laban ng City Lions, laban sa Army Troopers, took over 2 hours to finish.
Service into the net. Service error para sa Airmen, but they are protecting a 2-point advantage. Book with a nice serve. Tolentino blocked at the net by Adahar. Adahar will set it. There you go to Mendoza. Melgar back to Tolentino. Block. Excellent play by Magsino again.
Perfect timing for Magsino. Tolentino was under the ball and he timed it perfectly. Down 3, now behind by 1. Third set, up 2 sets to none.
Walang pupuntahan si Tolentino. A chance to tie for the Lions in this sequence. Not just yet, said Ralph Calasin.
Zero tempo play on that quick hit. Jesse Lopez finally activates his middle hitter on that fine reception.
Ralph Calasin serving. 2-point advantage for the Airmen. Oh, bad pass there. Good save by Yoyong Mendoza. Adahar, and the dunk by Magsino is good.
Quesada continues to struggle with this reception, but Young Mendoza reacted. Yun ang sinasabi ni Coach, gumalaw. Move forward, and he did, and they were rewarded as Magsino saved that last play.
Back to a 1-point game. Magsino with a serve into the net. It's way low. 2-point advantage. Airmen 8-6 here in the third set.
Tingnan nyo, bumalik. Ano nangyari? Nakapuntos patuloy sila. Wala mang tayong dalawa, oh. Mga maliliit na bagay lang naman sila nakakapunto sa atin, eh. At saka yung mga pauli. Dagdagan pa natin yan. Huwag natin sayangin. Maganda yung pasa.
May pagkakataon na, na overball. Siguraduhin mo natin, patay na. Kasi tingnan mo sa ating namamatay. Sayang. Pagkaya ng overball, pwede mo nang paluin, paltukin, grab ball ng mabilis. Kahit ano gano'n. Kasi lagyan lang natin ng porsyento ng konti yung ginagawa. Porsyento sa atake, porsyento sa receive. Para ito paano, lumayo tayo. Kasi hindi tayo lalo yung pagkakaroon.
Back at the Paco Arena for your 2023 Spikers Turf Open Conference. My name is Mika Abisamis. Unfortunate situations in the first 2 sets para dito sa Air Force. So Coach Jim Mirza reminded the boys that they are also actually here because they are preparing for the PNP AFP PCG Olympics. And a performance like this might not sit well there. Sabi niya, bigay lang tayo ng bigay ng punto sa kanila. Ipakita naman natin ng konti na matagal na tayo naglalaro dito. Yes, they may not have the same energy as the young Lions, but they can use the smarts from military training against these civilians. He also talked about De Ocampo kanina, no? May konting knee injury daw siya. So, pinahinga lang daw ito. Eric, Coach Ronnie.
Maraming salamat, Ms. Mika. Some key reminders for the Airmen as they try to survive this third set. They're behind 2 sets to none. Santa Rosa chasing a 1-point deficit. Young Mendoza serving here for the red shirts. Double block penetrated by Tolentino. Ooh. Very missed it coming from Young Mendoza. It swings back to 2 points para dito sa yellow shirts. Santa Rosa still down. Errors continue to mount for the captain. Down 3, the biggest deficit as Montemayor makes his second entry in this match.
Still a 3-point cushion here for the Airmen.
Yes, after 2 straight points, and that last point given up by the City Lions, and that attack error coming from the captain.
Tolentino. Serve could have been long. De Feria picking it up, and Mendoza unable to save it.
I thought that ball was out.
Biggest lead right now at 4 points for the Airmen. 11-7.
It's 7 yan eh. First technical timeout.
Good pass. What a save by Tolentino. As Labrador attacking. And Montemayor nowhere to go. A chance ball for the Airmen. Lopez, who does he go to? In the middle. Abria with the attack. What defense by De Feria. Long rally here. Montemayor
Tight.
hit the antenna.
Overset coming from Adahar. Wala ng angle si Kevin Montemayor. 4 straight points for the yellow shirts. Suddenly up by 5. May ganung part ng set parati ang Santa Rosa, ano rin, no? Nagbibigay ng mga 4 at 5 sunod.
Diretso. Well, the Airmen, Coach Ronnie, remember, 2 straight service errors late in set number 2 din. So, mas marami-rami lang binibigay ng team ni Coach Lirio when it comes to the errors. But there are errors as well, some free points coming from the Airmen. Adahar with a serve. And it landed right in front of Tolentino. He thought it was out. Well, an ace for Adahar. One-handed set for Lopez. That is in for Labrador again.
Let's pick up the scoring cudgels for the yellow shirts. Has been a relentless and tireless worker offensively for them. Gives them a comfortable 4-point cushion here in the third.
Mike Abria serving for the Airmen. De Feria with the pass. Oh, yes!
If Adahar is stable, the offense is in good hands. Sometimes playful kasi yung mga bata. But remember, the object is to get their third win and move a step higher in the team standings, because a loss here will definitely diffuse their chances of making it to the semis.
Dito. Outside. Off the block. So that's a point for the Airmen. Still a 4-point cushion.
Former MVP.
Out of Calibo, Aklan. Ben Inaudito with a serve. Nice back set. Montemayor with a kill. Beautiful play.
Yes. Ito ang pumalo. Ang linis. Adahar. 2 wing spikers to work with. Young Mendoza, Kevin Montemayor. Pick your poison. We talk about the defense of the Airmen.
Not a good receive there by Inaudito. Labrador attacks, block. Renz Melgar is there. Jesse Lopez sends it outside.
He tried, but overshoots. Scored 1 point earlier.
So a little 2-point run here for the Lions. Good serve by Montemayor. Better pass by Inaudito. Labrador is rejected. And it goes in. Lands right in front of Tolentino again. Back-to-back errors for Tolentino in terms of digs and receptions.
Down at 12-7. 6-2 counter para sa Santa Rosa. So, yung sinabi ko na meron silang tendency na magbigay ng sunod-sunod. Meron din silang kakayahan na kumuha ng sunod-sunod.
That is just outside for Montemayor.
Well, he did this part. They've scored some points off his serve.
It's a 2-point game.
Daw, crucial dito yung kanilang first ball kasi dito sila nilamangan eh.
Adahar. Oh, nice delivery. But better floor defense by the airmen. Tolentino. And De Feria unable to keep it alive. It's a 3-point cushion here for the airmen.
Out of system play. No problem for Tolentino. 3-point lead. Gets them out of harm's way as we reach the second technical time.
Di ba kailangan isip tayo? Wala ba?
Tapos tayo, wala natin pahirapan sa sarili natin.
Jesse Lopez and the airmen up by 3 here late in the third set.
Yes.
They're down 2 sets to nothing though against the Lions.
The 30-something Jesse Lopez, the evergreen.
Evergreen.
So it's kupas eh, di ba?
Yeah. But if we're gonna miss him in the national team, that is way wide for Book.
Chance to tie. Now they're behind by 4 once again. Can't seem to get over the hump.
Adahar goes to Yoyong Mendoza. Inaudito picks it up. Lopez to the middle. That's blocked by Mendoza. Tolentino backs up. Chance ball here for the Lions. Mendoza. Yes!
Finally scores. Chase down continues for the red shirts. Can they catch the airmen here in the third? Well, Mendoza, first player from the City Lions in double figures. Total of 11 for young Mendoza.
Tolentino. Yes!
Red shirts have to play better defense. Airmen really determined to push this match into a fourth set. Calasin had 7 points in their last game. Labrador had 13. Tolentino scored 16. Abri had 5.
Oh, 1-2 play for Adahar on an overpass.
Better defense for the red shirts.
Adahar, another 1-2 play. That's telegraphed. Tolentino rises, blocked. Calasin picking it up. Lopez goes to Inaudito down the line. Montemayor with a dig. Yoyong Mendoza through the block and in. Back-to-back points for Mendoza, now with 12.
What about the variation coming from Mendoza? Hindi lang puro kanyon. Reading the defense, waiting for the blockers to go down before hitting or getting contact on that ball.
It's a 3-point game. Maxino with a good serve. Lopez goes to Tolentino. Solid block. Nice re-entry by Bakil.
In spite of the fact that Mendoza is scoring, critical talaga yung net defense nila. That is how they won the last 2 sets, and this is how it's going to be if they are going to close out this match in 3 sets.
Block was in sync and denied Tolentino.
Hindi kumakagat sa misdirection.
Another service ace, Coach Ronnie. They let it go. Dito Tolentino did not communicate. Maxino gets an ace, and it's a 1-point game.
And once again, they get to this part of the set na isa na lang hinahabol.
Tayo, pinapalapit na naman natin, pinapahirapan na naman natin yung sarili natin. Hinto na natin yan. Tayo. Ano tayo? Hindi kayong paluin yung set ni Jesse?
Isang direction lang kasi pre, talagang palo mo. Diretso, cross court. Oh, daily straight.
Sina. Laro lang.
Well, Coach Mirza talking to Tolentino, telling him ilihis mo But Tolentino saying he had 2 blockers with him, and there's the ace by Magsino.
Well, first things first, receive ka muna para makapalo ka. But that was a key reminder coming from their head coach against the suddenly resurgent net defense para sa Santa Rosa.
Overpass. But Lopez winning the joust against the taller Mendoza. Mendoza rises and another kill. Lopez saying there's a net touch, and they're gonna challenge this.
Pagbaba nung kamay ni Yong Mendoza. Ang taas kasi nung ano niya, elevation eh.
We'll see if Jesse Lopez is right about this.
Over the 2 blockers, Rick eh.
If Lopez is incorrect, the game is going to be tied at 18.
But he may be correct. And if that happens, they'll be up by 2 once again.
That's right. We'll see here. Oh, a very quick review. Yeah, clearly.
Because I saw it, it was right in front of us.
So good call by Lopez.
Nakita ni Lopez eh, kasi pagbaba, kawit eh. Hindi kawite ha, kawit sa net.
All right, so 2-point advantage here for the Airmen. 19-17. Another look. So Lopez to serve with a 2-point advantage. Good pass by Montemayor. A block there by Tolentino. And the lead is back to 3 for the Airmen.
Mendoza wanted it. Adahar went opposite to the middle blocker. And now they fall behind by once again 3 points.
20, striking distance. Kailangan makuha nyo yung puntos na to. Diba? Whatever happens, kailangan nyo makuha yung puntos na to. Magandang receive, magandang set, maayos na palo. Maliwanag? Nawala na yan ha. Habulin na lang natin. Isa-isa lang. Situational. Ginagawa natin yan, boys. Tara. Pinapayara ko sa inyo.
Coach Lirio looking to stop momentum, calling the timeout. No specific plays were drawn up. Just telling the boys, forget about the past. Let's move forward. Let's get this next point, because it's just a 3-point deficit. They can overhaul it. They practice this a lot, he said.
Situational, oh.
Adahar, that was not a good receive. And an easy block against Yoyong Mendoza.
Very low set. Very low set.
Take another look here.
Baba talaga.
And that was a triple block as well against Mendoza. Much better pass. Mendoza will try again.
That's what he wants.
And there's a net touch as well.
Kasi sa taas pumalo ni Yoyong. Pag binigay mo na mababa, parang nakokompromiso siya.
But it's still a 3-point deficit.
And Mendoza will be at the back row after this serve.
Take a look. A nice pass. Adahar barely had to move.
Good deflection by Montemayor.
Bakil with a push. Mendoza. Here's Adahar. That's Montemayor with a kill. So back-to-back points here for the Lions.
Still down by 2. Adahar, porsyentuhan ng mga bigay dito. Sa kayang pumatay ng bola. Duluhan na tayo pero sila'y naghahabol. Misdirection by the middle hitter and Montemayor with the finish. At least 4 points for Kevin Montemayor off the bench.
Good serve by Mendoza. Inaudito. Block. Wow, 3 straight points for the Lions.
They needed that. And this is at least the 4th chance to overhaul a 1-point deficit.
Well, let's see if they can finally do it here. And this is all happening with Mendoza in the back row, and a timeout here for Coach Mirza.
He's been serving well though.
Ilan, dito, gawin natin ng paraan. Sige, bawi tayo sa receive. Dahan-dahanin natin ulit. First ball, dito sa zone 1. Ay ano, 1.
Sa 1. Para malayo, ha? Ilan ni Spiker? 3 ba, pre?
Tatlo. Si Ruben.
Saan ka, Ben? Nandun ka sa dulo.
Dulo siya.
Sir Mike, timing ka.
Timing mo yung...
Kasi yan eh, medyo mabagal. Hindi ka nakikita nung gitna na papasok ko. Hindi ka napapasa.
Pasok mo eh.
All right, Airmen protecting a 1-point cushion here. A must-win situation to keep this match alive. In the meantime, Edu Lirio looking to win his 3rd straight game with the Lions. 20 serving 21, 3rd set. Lions up 2 sets to nothing. Lopez back set. Tolentino, yes!
And that last timeout enabled them to score their 22nd point. Moves them 3 points away from winning the 3rd set. Lions have to respond. They cannot afford to be down by 3 or 4 late here in the 3rd.
Edwin Tolentino serving. Great pass by Book. Combination play. Montemayor nowhere to go. Inaudito with a rejection. Back-to-back points for the Airmen.
And I thought that set was too close to the net for Montemayor to work with.
And this is the last timeout already for the Lions. We'll listen in.
Pilit na pilit natin. Wala pa, boys. Wala pa. Oh, kaya pa nating habulin. Mag-receive lang. Isa-isa lang. Nangyari, pinapahirapan nyo pa eh. Di ba hindi pa pwede yun? Kailangan, patay kung patay. Kailangan ganun. Di ba? Ayusin natin yung mga kilos natin. Di ba? Hindi yung mukha kayong duwag. Tapang naman boys, oh. Tapang naman tayo.
Ito kasi tayo to. Usap tayo, usap.
Well, the Lions are coming off 2 straight wins. As you see the block against Montemayor here. Just an FYI to the viewers, the last 2 wins of the Lions were 5-setters.
Were you the one who covered those 5-setters? Parang.
Hindi na sumagot, ano? Good pass by Mendoza. Here we go. Lopez setting with his while he's lying down on the Taraflex. Bakil. Melgar with the up. Lopez sends it to Labrador. Adahar goes to Montemayor. Yes!
Multiple chances for Bakil, but Kevin needed only 1 attempt. And ROSA up to 21, but the Air Force 1 point away from their first set point.
Take a look at Lopez,
It's
though.
all about effort. Quick
Lying
reaction
down.
time.
Yep. Meantime, Montemayor.
You can try it.
Good serve. Bad pass. Lopez back set. Inaudito over hits. It really started with the receive.
Oh, miss it. He wanted to go diagonal. That ball went down the line. Sa tunog pa lang eh.
So 2 straight points for the Lions, Coach Ronnie. It's back to a 1-point game, but Adahar serving so well.
Can they overcome?
Another great serve, but better pass this time. Book with a push. Inaudito. Go to Labrador. Nowhere to go. Labrador rejected. Bakil with a block. A chance ball for the Lions. Adahar to Book.
Alanganin.
What a save by Lopez. Melgar keeping it alive. Another chance ball here for the Lions. Can they put it away? Yes, the dunk by Bakil, and the run continues.
Timing. Oh.
3 straight points and the game is tied.
Kasi it's always there, but it seems to not be able to finish off the point. Parang tumalabas, lagay lang eh.
Oo. Ito talagang hinulog
Baon.
na.
Baon.
Baon na baon.
May exclamation point.
Going for the lead now on the Adahar serve. Not a good pass by Tolentino. They go to Labrador on a broken play. Chance ball here for the Lions. Montemayor. Yes! Montemayor! And this is match point. Lions ready for 23.
Down at 23-20. And the youthful exuberance providing some key points for them late here in the 3rd set.
4-point run for the Lions. Oh, and a service ace for Adahar.
My goodness.
The 5-point run finishes it off.
Oops, they did it again. Late game heroics from the City Lions from multiple players. Mendoza, Montemayor, Bakil, Magsino, Book. But to me, the best player today has to be Adahar. What a letdown para dito sa Philippine Air Force, who had multiple chances to win the first set and the second set, especially the 3rd set. And they will fall deeper in the team standings.
Check, 1. Ginawa na po.
Paca Arena for your 2023 Spikers Turf Open Conference. My name is Mika Abesamis and right now, I am with the best player of this match na si Echo Adahar. Echo, first of all, congratulations sa'yo. Tanong ko lang, nakatulong siguro yung sinabi ni Coach nung third set na huwag kayong magpapakita ng takot.
Oo po, yun na nga, given na bata po kami, hindi namin pinakita yung natakot kami sa mga veterans na naglalaro dito.
Napag-usapan mo na bata kayo, siguradong meron laging natututunan sa isang laro, lalo na pagkalaban ng mga veterano. Para sa'yo, ano yun ngayong araw na to?
Yung pagiging mature sa laro, yun po talaga yung nabibigyan ng mga veterans dito sa larong to. Lalo na pag nakakalaban namin sila.
Okay, maraming salamat. Once again, congratulations. That was the best player of this match na si Echo Adahar. Balik sa inyo, Eric and Coach Ronnie.
Echo Adahar.
Thank you, Mika. Echo Adahar.
Nice nickname.
Echo.
Booming voice. I like that.
Excellent performance by Echo Adahar today. Really facilitated the offense of the team. Found the key players in the right moments in order for them to really make good runs down the stretch to get the win.
More than that, that is their third straight win.
That's right.
And this will solidify their chances of still making it to the Final Four. 3-4, and I believe they will be in the 6th spot behind the 3-3 Navy Sea Lions and the VNS team, which has an even 3-3 win-loss card. Air Force sinks further at 1-6, and they will be eliminated from a spot in the Final Four. Set 3 highlights. Set 3, 13 attack points Santa Rosa, 4 kill blocks for them, 6 errors, but it all boiled down to their big fighting hearts.
Yeah.
Down 4, down 5, they fought back, behind by 1, they'll be behind by 4 again. Down at 23-19, suddenly they were at match point. And they did not waste any chances as they put a lot of pressure on the Airmen, and eventually they swept the Airmen. Para dito sa team ng Air Force, I believe already the 4th 3-set loss for them after suffering back-to-back 4-set losses laban dito sa kanilang mga unang nakatunggali. Some numbers that will tell you, and I think the numbers will not do justice dun sa effort na pinakita ng young unit ng Santa Rosa kung paano humabol, paano kumapit, paano nakatabla at paano nanalo pagkatapos halos talo na. Talo na naipanalo pa, and they will be rewarded with their 3rd straight win.
Meantime, the Airmen, 4 straight losses after today. And that wraps up the first game of our Friday doubleheader. Coming up next, as you see the highlights of some scenes of our first game. The Army Troopers looking to turn around a 3-game losing streak. They go up against the undefeated HD Spikers. That is next right here on One Sports.